Welcome one and all to this 12th episode of Series 3 of D&D. With me, Mike.
And me, Zoe.
And today we're gonna be looking at picking up the bombs. We have done quite a bit of work so far. We've got our little character, we can move him, we can aim around, and we've got a little cone of vision which tells us when we can pick something up. And these bombs can detect us if we're out of the vision cone. Unless they do see us in the vision cone, we can predict where they're gonna turn. And we need to pick them up right now. And you see that every time I've pressed the A button close to a bomb, I've got enemy bomb. So that means I pick them up. What are these? Oh, that doesn't matter. That's just an old debug log. And we can delete it. Hit the backspace. I've done it. Okay, stop the code. So that's one, and this is the second one, and that's what we need to work. Save. Oh, well, actually, let's save everything. Okay, so fire one, get close entity, IE is not null, debug log IE dot name. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to give our player.
Hey, you should scroll a little farther in. I don't think they can see.
They can see what?
They can see the words.
Hold control. There, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, by the way, I've discovered a thing. I'll tell you it in a minute. Well, I'll tell you it now. It's possible to create dynamic variables, meaning variables that can contain various variables, which is quite interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, and perhaps we should make a few conversions for that, which would be quite cool. So our awareness module, for example, right? Well, here we've put these enums that basically sort it out, right? But you see here we have EB and player P, right? Actually, let's make that change right now. Ready? Type private space dynamic space owner semicolon. Okay, now here copy this, paste it here, save. Now you see it's pretty interesting. So owner can have two different types of variables.
Yeah.
Right? That's because it's dynamic. That means at runtime it'll figure itself out. Now that comes at a disadvantage for us programmers. What is it?
Well, sometimes you don't.
I'll tell you what it is. How does a Visual Studio know which variable type owner is going to be?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It doesn't, right?
Yeah.
Which means that you don't get IntelliSense. So you can't just type and it'll figure things out and you hit tab. You need to type things absolutely perfectly. Okay? So here, for example, you would say owner, paste it again. Owner. And here, paste it again. Save. Okay, so now the owner, if the owner is not aggressive, this means that this will only happen if there's an enemy bomb on it. And that's quite cool, but we need to be careful when we type. Because if you type owner and then dot, nothing will ever appear. Right? It doesn't know. Because it doesn't know what type of variable it is. So you need to be very careful when you type. So you need to type detect player with a capital D and a capital P, for example. Save. But still, this is going to be much better than the other. I discovered this very recently. I literally did not know it, which is a bit sad, but it is true. All right, so back to the player. Now, what we can do, though, to the player is we can make a generic variable for something we carry. That would be quite cool. I like it. Because then we can tell the generic variable to do certain things when we chuck it about or whatever.
Okay.
Okay? So let's begin by creating this variable. So here you go, private or private, add a P. Private dynamic. And call this one carried object. Okay, so we got a carried object here, and here we're gonna say carried object equals, well, actually we don't really know if that's the case. What's IE? It's an interactive entity, right? Let's go take a look at this class. Oh, so this only has this particular thing. Okay, so let's create a switch for it right here. So go switch, open round. No, round banana.
Shouldn't we do the tap thing?
Yes. So go switch and then tap down. Where's W should be switched? There, tap down. Okay, and here type IE dot IE type, hit enter. All right, so let's leave most of these alone. None we're gonna remove. So player, you can never interact with the player, at least not for now. Enemy bomb. So if it's an enemy bomb, we're gonna say carried object. Well, we're gonna do this somewhere else, but we're gonna say pickup bomb is gonna be, or pickup item is gonna be this thing. Okay. So hit Control MO first. So we get a little bit of space.
There.
And here you go. Void. Go pickup item. Item. Save. Okay. We should probably check that we're not carrying an item. So if carried object is null. So for now it's null by default, but since you're here, just give it the default value of null.
Oops.
Okay, so it's a null. Nothing's there. Inside update, we're gonna see here if, and then we're gonna say carried object equals null. Close round, open a squiggle, and enter twice, close it, save. Okay, so if carried object is null, oh wait, I need to sneeze. Oh dear. If sneeze is not null, okay, so if carried object is null, meaning we're not carrying anything, then we go to pickup item.
Yeah.
Go pickup item. Now we're gonna have to give it some information. Yeah, pickup item, open around, and here it needs to know what to pick up. So we're gonna say IE. Close the round, open a squiggle. No, excuse me, open up. Yes, thanks.
Put a Sally.
Here what we can say is do IE.get component enemy bomb of type enemy bomb. There it is. Close of type, open close rounds. Okay, and now here, see, that's not gonna work. Here you need to ask for a dynamic and go object.
Will ob work?
It would. I'm kind of thinking. Change this. Just type dot game object. Wait a moment. Dot game object. Or even better. Yeah, no, just IE. That's it. So we're gonna request an interactive entity. Copy this. Paste it here. IE again. Save. All right, so we're receiving an interactive entity because each interactive entity is going to work differently, right? If you pick up a box or something, if we ever have a box, right, the box shouldn't explode, should it? Right, so it's a matter of time. Also, this can only work if the enemy is not aggro, by the way. So there's quite a few things we're going to have to check.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to try pick up item, and we're going to see if it's not aggressive. So. But here we need to, first we switch. So we go switch, hit tab twice, and now type IE type, hit enter. Okay, delete this and these, save. All right, so now we need to check.
But if it's pickup item, you can't pick up a spawn point.
What?
There's a spawn point.
Oh, sure, fine, whatever. But maybe you can do something with it. But fair enough. You make a good point though. Instead of pickup item, we should probably go like interact with item. Yeah, contextual interaction. That's it. Hit Control R twice, and type contextual textual interaction. Yeah, it's because if you press A, you open a door, right? As well as picking up a bomb. So if the entity is enemy bomb, wait a moment, I'm thinking here. If the entity is enemy bomb, now we need to check that the enemy bomb is not aggro, right? So let's use this carried object. So copy it, paste it, equals ie.getComponent enemy bomb. Close round. Thingy, open close round semicolon. Now the first thing we're going to ask is if. And before we can do that, we need to check if aggressive is actually public, because it could be private. It is public, but not visible. Good. Oops. I don't know what I closed, but that's okay. So if carried object tab dot and now aggressive, you need to type it yourself. Close round.
Why do I have to type it myself?
Open squiggly. Hit enter. Yeah.
Because I didn't write it wrong.
No, but it's an any type of variable. It doesn't know which type of variable it's going to be. So it doesn't know what to continue this as. Yes or no?
Yeah, but
Now that I'm thinking about it, this is going to be uncomfortable to write. So what we're going to do is copy this, paste it here, space, EB, copy this, paste it here. So we're going to create this variable on the fly so we can then use the advantages of IntelliSense ourselves, right? And then at the end, we're going to tell it that the carried object is or isn't that thing, okay? So we can do something with it. Okay, so save this. So if the EB is aggressive, what should happen?
we should not be able to pick it up.
That's right. So at which point, let's put a not aggressive so we can't pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay, save. So if EB is not aggressive, then we can pick it up and we can... So how should the picking up work? You should have a very quick animation, right?
Yeah.
Right? So the animation should possibly be some animation, but I don't think so. It needs to be anything interesting. It needs to be just sort of the bomb hopping on your head.
Mm-hmm.
On top of your head. Correct?
Yeah. Kind of like Link and his pigs.
That's right. Or Link or anything, really. Anything he carries on top of his head.
Oh.
Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to create a coroutine for that. But before we do that, our code is chaos. So let's start fixing this a little bit. At least somewhere else we have all of these. Right? So let's copy this one. Go to the player. Paste it. Save. Okay, so state. What is state? Well, this is not state. This is a rule. So let's paste it right away again. And type rules with a capital R. Rules with a capital everything, actually. Rules. Save. Okay, so running speed is a rule, right? Raw movement input, though, is not. This is kind of infrastructural. It's an input thing. So let's paste this again over here and type infrastructure. Infrastructure. Save. I don't know what the interactive entity is for. But I don't... there it is. Interactive entity, get component... right. That's our interactive entity. Definitely inside infrastructure. Interactive entities in site. Sure. Let's leave it here. Awareness module, definitely infrastructure. Contextual distance, definitely not. Cut. It's a rule. Paste. Health, definitely a rule. Cut. Paste. Carried object is null. Infrastructure. Okay, cut. Paste. This is for input. And there is... you know what? Carried objects, we're going to put it in state. Cut it. Paste.
I was like, there's nothing in state.
Well, we're putting something there now. Copy this. Paste it here. Input. Cut these two. Paste them here. So, question for you. In the inspector, will we see this label and this label?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Because we didn't change anything.
Well, I'll tell you. No, because all of the variables that follow... Well, the variable that follows right away is private. Because this one will not appear in the inspector, this will never appear in the inspector.
But this one's private as well.
This one, but it's serialized. So it's visible.
No, I'm talking about this one.
Yeah, this will also not appear. Save. Plus, dynamic as a variable is non-serializable, so it would never appear anyway, even if you made it public. At least I think so. I'm not sure. Okay, save. Okay, this is a bit more tidy now. So we got carried objects is null. We were saying we want an animation for putting things up, right? So let's copy this. Paste it here. Cosmetics.
We're putting makeup
Save.
on our game.
We're putting makeup on our game. That's exactly right. So, serialize field.
Which means this one will be visible.
That's right. Well, unless it's a weird type. For example, a multi-dimensional array would never be. Private float.
But it isn't.
Pickup speed. Give it a default value of 3. F. Put a space here. Okay, now the second thing we're gonna need, and this is gonna feel weird to you, is a curve, but not just a curve. So the problem here is we're gonna do all of the animations with these curves, okay? But how are the curves controlled? Right? Because look at our game. Well, don't, because it's not there. Wait a moment.
I don't see errors. I still don't see errors.
One moment. Missing compiler require members should runtime binder C# argument info create. Oh, is that interesting? I suspect. Give me a second. Editor.
It isn't allowed to do defaults.
Dynamics. Yeah, I think it
That's what
doesn't.
I
But
meant.
where is it? Oh, I don't remember. There's a setting. It's definitely not going to be there. Preset management not going to be there. Quality not going to be there. This is not going to be there. Text and layers. Text Mesh Pro. Nope. Time. Nope. 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 Okay. Editor. There's a C# version you should be able to choose.
So C# project generation.
It's not that. At least I don't think so. Other settings. Aha. Wait, that's already 0.4 equivalent. 4 point something equivalent. That's correct. That should be correct. Allow unsafe code. Let's look for this. Excuse me. Unity missing compiler create. You just need to set the API compatibility to net 4.x in your player settings,
Yeah,
which is what
have
we've
it.
got. Yeah, well, we've done that. Okay. Check DLL. Project, add reference, browse tab, browse, select DLL in dialog, check DLL. Okay. What was it again?
I think it was in.
Project, add reference, file. This sounds like a Visual Studio answer though. That's not it. What if I hit play? This is odd because I'm already using these in another project. I'm curious whether Unity is a bit... Yeah, because there are no errors here and I'm using it in another project.
Yeah.
I'm using this in Trusty Ship. So I've closed Unity. Let's open it again and see if it's happy now. This is the first time I see this, so that surprises me a little bit. Same problem. Still.
Nope.
Missing compiler required. Let's try and tell it this. No. Once I added a reference to the assembly, it compiled just fine. Right, which is what they were saying. I don't know how to do that. I don't see any obvious way. Unity, add C# reference. If it skips plugins as okay. Add DLL reference. Make Visual Studio DLL project. Oh boy, this may be super complicated to look into now. Not ideal right now. I was really hoping we could use this. Okay. Unity dynamic C#.
Sharp use wrote.
That's fine. Reference. That's the one. .6. This is too in depth. Oh boy. Requires Microsoft C# DLL and Visual Studio. But the Visual Studio is fine. Ah, there it is. .3, eh?
So we were supposed to.
Let's check the version. 3.31F. Okay, so let's close Unity because I know one thing.
Okay.
We are using an old version of Unity. We're one version behind compared to. Oh, wait a moment. Trusty Ship is theoretically using exactly the same. Huh. Oh, blimey. So I'm converting the project to this other thing. But we've got a compiler. I sincerely hope that we haven't lost all of the settings on the player, which we could have. And this has happened to me before once, but it's okay. Sometimes we need to show the errors that you get. Nope, still the same problem. Well, isn't that annoying? How does this happen? It works in my other project. And they are identical. Characters awareness module, blah, blah, blah. Error, missing compiler required member. Okay, well, I'm going to try one more thing, but I suspect our project is going to suffer some serious hits for this. So project settings.
What is it? What do you mean by that?
Well, what I mean is that we may need to rebuild some stuff.
Oh.
Oh, wait a moment. And that may be the answer. Okay, now it's stuck thing. There you go, fixed.
Yay!
Fixed. At least I think it's fixed. So, okay, yeah, we've got all of our information as well. Everything's working fine, it looks like. Right?
You blew up.
Yeah, that's fine. So everything is going as expected now. I kind of lost my train of thought because we were doing a thing and then I completely forgot what we were doing based on this situation. So if the bomb is not aggressive, we need to pick it up. Right, that's it. I wanted to demonstrate to you what it is that we need to do. So all of our animations will be programmatic animations, okay? So we're not going to do anything clever or strange, etc. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this object and put it on top of this plane, right? But how? So we're going to basically bounce the object up and put it on your.
So you're going to need a curve.
Yeah, right. But on what axis? So Z is this way, X is this way, Y is up. So we need a curve
Up as in
for the
this
Y.
way or up as in this way?
Toward you,
Oh.
right? So we need a curve that moves it up and sort of rebounds it up by a certain distance.
Okay.
All right? When you're picking up a thing. Now let's see by how much. Right? So, oh, blimey, where's the player? There. Right? So this bomb over here,
Yeah.
right, would need to. I think we may not have a base for the bomb, which is interesting. Okay, so the bomb needs to be
Here, we need to stop walking as well.
about this way. Yeah, of course, the bomb needs to stop walking. You need to stop as well until the bomb is in your head. There's a lot of things we need to consider, right? And I'd like the bomb to always rotate the way you're looking actually when you're holding it, which would be funny. So let's see, the height is 1. Okay, to put the bomb on your head, the height is 1. So we need to make it go up to 1 or something like that. And then lodge there, maybe even become a child of your player. Let me, by the way, take a look here. Interactive entity and enemy bomb, okay? They are not selection bases, and that's really annoying. Because map entity or map tiles is selection base. Map entity is not, so there's quite a few things.
What's a selection base?
It allows you to click on things in Unity and it will click on that as opposed to the model. So copy selection base and put it in interactive entity. This will simplify things quite a lot. Okay, now wait.
We forgot to save.
No, I deliberately didn't save so that.
Oh, so that we wouldn't destroy the thing.
Yes. So okay, so you need a curve like this.
Yeah.
And a curve to move from here to here. So this is going to be controlled by a lerp. Okay.
Of course.
And then we're going to add a vector3.up multiplied by a certain number that's going to get lerped along this curve. So we need 2 curves.
Okay.
Okay. So save. Save. Okay, so we need 2 curves, we said, and it needs to be under cosmetics. So go another serialized field. Yeah, and go private. Float.
You said curve.
Yeah, my bad. Animation curve. Okay, there it is. And you can call this one curve underscore pickup movement. Semicolon. Until it equals default. Otherwise we get errors. Well, we don't get errors, but we get warnings, which is really annoying. Copy all of this. Paste it over here. And instead of curve pickup movement, this one's going to be curve pickup vertical. Something like that. Save. We're also going to need a private coroutine. And core pickup. Semicolon. And the last thing that we need is a state for when we're picking something up. Right? So we're going to say private bool picking up. semicolon. And then do another private bool. No, actually for throw-in, maybe we're not going to stop the player. So save. Now, picking up is going to stop us from moving, correct? Okay, so this is where we move in fixed update. So let's put an if not picking up. There it is. Open, stop, close, save. So you can't move while you're picking up, save. Maybe we could allow rotation. I don't know, we'll see. So for now, it's literally gonna make you immobile, and then the bomb's gonna sort of bounce up. That's what we're gonna do, right? Okay, so for that, we're gonna need a void start picking up, or start pickup. Open, close. Void stop pickup. Capital U, be consistent. And then IEnumerator pickup routine. Yeah, pickup routine. Open, close round. Save. All right, so pickup routine. Wait a moment, by the way. Okay, so you see here, we say if input get down, fire 1, and then stuff starts happening.
Yeah.
I've got a problem with this. I mean, no, I kind of don't. It's fine. But we need to remember that even this update then needs to know that you can't move or you can't pick up a thing if you've already got it picked up. But then again, carried object turns to non-null, so it'll be fine, I guess. Yeah, I think it'll be okay, but it's kind of a stupid calculation. Anyway, so pickup routine, that's fine. So if EB is not aggressive, the first...
Wait a sec, guy.
What?
Scroll up again, I think I saw.
What did you see?
It says if carried object is null,
Yes,
then we do the
Yes.
interaction.
of course. Only if you're not carrying anything can you pick up something.
Oh, yeah.
So now copy core pickup. Let's go to the stop one first. This one's really easy. So you go if, open round, paste, not null, not null. Yeah. Close round, open squiggle. Then stop coroutine, paste, tab, open round, paste, close, semicolon. All right, so copy, stop, pickup, paste it here, open, close round, semicolon. Enter, save. Okay, now copy, paste, equals, start coroutine. Open, close, open pickup routine, copy this, paste it here, open, close round, semicolon. All right, so this is our usual little structure. So copy all of this, paste it here, semicolon. And before we do that, one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna tell it that our object, carried object, copy this. So carried object equals, paste, equals. No, wait, this is supposed to be inside contextual interaction, my bad. So contextual interaction, paste it here, equals eb.get component. No, just eb, my bad. eb, semicolon, eb, semicolon. That's it. So carried object is now going to be that bomb. All right, because the bomb also needs to do something. It needs to turn itself on, right?
Yeah.
And go into I am now blowing up mode. Except it's not going to be aggressive towards you.
It's
right?
not going to follow you because you're carrying it.
That's right. It's going to take a little bit of time and then blow up.
On you?
Yeah, unless you throw it. And then if you throw it, you're going to have a completely separate interaction system, right? So another coroutine and everything. So
I'm going to throw, and also if you're in the range of getting hit by your own bomb, you're also going to get hurt, right?
in the range of getting hit
like
by...
you
Yeah. So if you throw it too late and it blows up, boom, still hurts you.
That's not what I meant. Like, you're here, you throw the bomb, it ends up here, it blows up on you.
Yeah, because it's too close. Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me. I mean, the bomb is basically going to blow up on contact, whatever it hits, right? And we're going to make it fall My son is screaming for some reason. Okay, so carried object, blah blah. Alright, so that's good. We've got the carried object. Now, step number 1, putting the carried object on top of our heads. But before we can do that, we also need to sort of tell the enemy bomb what to do, because this is not going to be obvious at all. Right? Okay, so all of this fixed update can go. Save. Hit Control MO. There's too much stuff. So you got start aggression, aggression routine, etc. So inside aggression routine, this is while passing. Okay, so this is the one that has to do with our explosion. Okay. Now this one should happen only if. This one here, when you start aggression, let's see. Explosion radius, blah blah blah. While passing time is lower than 1, passing time is aggression weight changes the color to the aggressive color, and it rotates towards you. And then when it's done, it starts actually chasing you. Transform, translate. See? So it rotates towards you and then it chases you. We need a similar coroutine, but it must be different. There's just no other option. So we need another coroutine for that, which is get picked up or something like that, right? So this entire system. So here you can type public void and go get picked up. Up. Open, close, round. Squiggle. Save. Okay, so or let's change this one to start pickup routine. Pick up routine. You should know what comes next. What comes here? Void. Stop. Not start, but stop pickup routine.
Why stop first?
You well, I mean, if you're gonna use coroutines with as objects, you need to always consider the possibility that there may be more than one. So if you don't close that one, you overwrite it with the other one. The other one's gonna keep on running. You need to always stop a coroutine if you're gonna overwrite it.
So this one comes before the other one.
Huh?
So this one comes actually before the other one.
Always. Like whenever you call this one first. In fact, you can copy this one, put it right here. Copy. Paste, open, close, round, semicolon. You always call it first when you have a coroutine. So we're gonna also need a coroutine for picking up. So you go private, coroutine, core, pickup, semicolon. Copy this. And in here you can say if open round, exclamation paste, exclamation mark equals. Now wait a moment. Paste, control V. And null. So if it's not null, close round, open squiggle, hit enter twice, close squiggle, stop coroutine, core pickup. And that's always the first step if you store the coroutines in variables. You already had it saved up.
Yeah.
You keep on pressing like random buttons and all sorts of stuff is happening because you look at the keyboard and not what you're typing. Close round, semicolon. Save. Alright, so stop the coroutine. We're already calling. That's good. Now we need the actual coroutine. So enumerator, pickup routine.
But we forgot to actually start it.
Yeah, we'll do it in a moment. So you can't start something you don't have.
Good point.
Enumerator. Yeah. And wait. Copy. Paste. Open a squiggle. Hit enter twice. Pause. Save. Okay. So there's going to be a certain amount of weight, which is not particularly clever. Now wait a moment. Instead of pickup speed, we're going to change this to pickup duration. Type duration. Duration. And give it 0.5 seconds. 0.5 F. F is already there. 0.5, I've done it. Okay, save. So it's gonna last half a second, the picking up. Maybe let's do 1 full second. It's gonna last 1 second, okay? And instead of private, make it public. Save. Now, see, there's a problem here because the point is I want this information to be on the other side as well. So the bomb knows it needs to wait for a bit. And this is not great because the bomb should not have access to the player. The bomb should simply have access to the game manager. Does the game manager have access to the player and is it public? It is. So we can do that, I guess. It's a bit cheeky, but it's fine. So here, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say, what?
The start pickup. We
Yeah,
would forget it.
No, we won't. Just type yield return.
Okay.
No wait for seconds. And open round. And you're going to go to game manager.script.player.script.player. Duration. Just type duration. There it is. Close round, semicolon. Okay, so copy this, paste it, equals, start coroutine, open round, copy, round. Save. Okay, so start pickup routine. Now, when the player actually picks up the bomb, the first thing we can tell the bomb is to start pickup routine. So carried object dot start pickup routine. Remember you don't yet. Routine. Open close round, semicolon. Right, so now the bomb here, it waits for the amount of time until it's carried. Then when it's carried, you're going to be given control back, and you are going to, the bomb is going to start sort of fuming until it explodes. So we can use the aggression routine, basically identical. So we can copy this bit and this bit.
I don't think I copied that. There.
Control space, I don't know what it does, but it's not that. Paste. Now here type float in front because it doesn't know what passing time is. Space. Save. So max aggression time, that's good. The color is good. The transform rotation is not good. We are actually going to... We're going to remove the transform rotation completely. And we're going to remove the transform translate. We're not moving. Save. That's all we need. But what's important is that we need to make the bomb into a child of ours.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are going to say right here, carried object dot transform dot parent equals, and here we say a transform dot parent equals just, what do we rotate? We rotate the entire player, don't we?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm not.
Yes, we do. We checked last time.
All right, then transform. Semicolon. Now, before we do this, there's one thing I want. I don't want the player to have sort of nothing making sure that he can collect something, okay? So we're gonna create a carrier of some sort, okay? So we're gonna create an empty container and rename this one to picked up object, something like that, or picked up container. Picked up container. Yeah, enter. Copy this name, copy it. Infrastructure, obviously. Private transform. There it is. Paste. Semicolon. Change the P to a lowercase. Okay, now in start, under structure, paste it, lowercase b, equals. Now where did I put it inside?
You put it inside the
structure.
Yeah.
So type structure dot find. It's already here. Dot. Oops. Lowercase s. Dot find. Open round. Round.
round.
Quote. Paste. Close quote. Close round. Semicolon. Copy the picked up container. And we are going to put him in here. Paste. Save.
There.
Now, remember what we want to do? We want to rotate the bomb in such a way that it's facing the same as us.
That's what you said.
Now,
Yeah.
how do we do that? Quaternion.identity is where we want the bomb to be eventually rotated. Right? We want it to be
Yeah.
rotated so it's facing exactly the same as us. Quaternion.identity compared to the parent should be correct. I'm not certain, but I think so.
So that the bomb follows the player.
So yeah, so when you're looking, the bomb's eyes turn. So it's gonna look pretty. It's gonna make sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the bomb doesn't move on you.
Okay. So carried object transform parent.
It's like you're rotating with the bomb.
Yeah. So there's gonna be a bunch of things we're gonna have to look into here. So anyway, first the bomb becomes our child. Second, the bomb starts the pickup routine. Which is going to make it weight a certain amount. Okay, so here, first float passing time for us. That's for the player, right? Equals 0. Yes, perfect. Now, while passing time is lower or equal to...
I forgot to open a bracket.
You did. Lower or equal to... what? It's going to be a loop.
Vector 3 then?
No, it's a float. What stupid things are you saying? Which float are we going to be less than? Come on, it's not difficult. We've done it like 7 bazillion times by now. A lerp goes between...
Start and an end.
Yes, and the controller goes between...
A curve.
Oh, Jesus.
Passing time.
Yeah, passing time is what you're defining. Come on, I've explained this to you like 9 million times now. 0 and 1. 0% to 100% every time. 1F. Thank you. Close the round bracket. Open a split. Try to remember next time before I get an aneurysm. Hit enter twice. Close. Save.
What does that mean though?
Before I go mental. Save. What does that mean? Before I go crazy. Start chewing the desk. Does that make sense? I don't think so, but that's fine. Alright, so passing time. Now, first thing, what do? We increment the passing time. So copy this, paste it, plus equals what? Yes. No, go fixed.
Okay.
Yes. Multiplied by something or divided by something? We have duration.
So, divided.
That's correct. Copy this. Actually, this should be in rules now that I think about it. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Divided by... Oh, I forgot a space. There you go. That's right. Semicolon. Exactly. Now, let's do the yield. So, yield return... what?
Wait a sec.
Yeah.
What? I spelled it wrong?
No, you spelled it right, but it's not wait a sec. I mean, you said wait a sec, and I know what you meant, but it was kind of funny because we need to wait, but not
We
a
need
sec.
to wait for seconds.
No, not for seconds.
Wait for... What's it called? I forgot its name. Wait for fixed update. That's
Yeah. Why are you doing that? Because you're letting one fixed update pass, you potato.
Yeah.
Open, close round, semicolon. Alright, so that's done. Huh? Would you not like?
I wrote wait for fixed update. New. Wait
Yeah, my
for
bad.
fixed update.
You're right. There, that's better. Okay, and so what we need to do now is we need to move that in one way, sorta, right? So first of all, we need to lerp between the position of this and where?
And the top of the player.
So position of the player plus 1 on the y-axis.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Because that's how tall the player is.
Correct. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make it sort of in an arc, right?
Yeah.
So we're actually going to give it a higher value, and you'll see how we do it. I'll show you now, because
Okay.
there's kind of no way for you to know. So here you want to say carried object dot transform dot position equals. So the position is going to be what type?
Well,
Very difficult.
vector 3.
Very well done. So vector 3 dot what?
Lerp.
Lerp. Open a round, hit enter twice, close the round, semicolon.
Okay, why do we
Shift
hit
tab.
enter?
Because this is going to run out of the screen.
Oh.
I don't want that. Okay, so here, the starting point. Where is the starting point?
Starting point is where the bomb is at that moment.
Correct. Problem. We're going to make a fake loop lerp if we do this. Because the start point changes all the time. So we need to store the start point in advance. Vector 3 spos equals, copy this, paste it, dot position. Position. Semicolon. Let's create an endpoint as well.
Okay.
Vector 3
Oops.
epos equals, and you can
Copy
should
that.
just copy this. It's wrong, but copy it, paste it. Now that's not exactly where we want to be. Where we want to be is on the just transform dot position. So ourselves plus what? Because it's not just ourselves. Ourselves will be our feet plus what?
Plus 1 F on the 1 plus 1 on the Y.
One on the y. So is there a shortcut for that?
Vector 3 dot up.
Yes.
Vector.
Just hit tab. It'll fix it. Dot up. Save. All right. So that's the top of our head. This is the end position. Now we also need to rotate. So we're gonna say vector 3. My bad.
Quaternion?
Quaternion. Yeah. S-rot. Quatercion. That's because you don't hit tab. I literally think you need to type the letter. Wait, I wanna test this. I think you need to type Q. U.
A.
T.
T.
Quat. Tab. Now why you typed all of the words all the time? S rot equals, and now you're gonna do the local rotation. So it's gonna be carried object dot transform the local rotation. Copy.
Car.
Paste. Local rotation. The reason why I'm doing local is because it's you're already child to this plane. Rotation. Okay. Quaternion E-rot. So quat tab space E-rot equals quaternion dot identity. Done. ID. Done. Tab. Semicolon. Doesn't work with that. All right. So we got two pieces of the puzzle.
Yep.
We start with the first piece. So copy spos, paste it here. A comma. Oops. I
Oops.
pressed F12 by mistake. Epos, comma. Now you need curve underscore. Stop. Pick up movement is the one you want. Dot evaluate. Yeah. Type every letter. Open around. Passing time. Close the round. That's it. No, nothing else. Now that's insufficient. What we need to do now is we also need to add a vector 3 multiplication. So you go plus vector 3 dot up, because remember the curve bounces up, right?
Yeah.
Vector 3 dot up multiplied by, and this is going to be curve, the other curve. Pick up vertical dot evaluate.
Passing time.
That's right. Passing time. That's it. Close round. That's perfect.
Then we need to do the rotation.
So what this is going to do is it's going to move it along this sort of diagonal axis. I'm gesticulating in the air for those obviously who can't see what we're doing. So actually, let me. That's unfair to our audience. Right? Let's explain it in such a way that everybody can understand it.
What does gesticulating mean?
I'm moving my hands. Yeah, that's what gesticulation is. So file new, sure, new layer. All right. So the way this is going to look like is this. We have a point where the bomb is and a point where the player's feet are. Then there's the player's body and the bomb's body. Okay?
Except the bomb is not as big as the player.
Yeah, they're fairly they're identical in size at the moment.
Yeah, but the bomb looks a little bit smaller.
No.
You won't see your own head then.
Yes. Well, yeah, your head will definitely disappear. We can make the bomb become a bit smaller if you want to, but
also when we make the art, it will be visible, like the actual art for the player.
Yeah, but I think the player will be smaller than bomb, practically speaking. Just like Link in
his head is
the cartoonies
smaller than the.
Yeah, generally speaking, when he carries a bomb, he's almost completely covered.
A bomb? He can carry a bomb?
I think so. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. He can carry a bomb in most games.
Oh yeah,
most
he has bombs.
So anyway,
But he's holding the bomb.
Who cares? Let's focus on this.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pick up this guy. We said the start point is here, correct? The end point is where we are plus vector 3 dot up times 1. So here.
Yeah.
So when we lerp, this movement will happen along a curve of speed. So it could be something like this, right? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But this is speed. Be careful, okay? Don't get confused that you think that the trajectory is changing. The trajectory is not changing. It's just how fast it's going. It's going to be slow, fast, slow. Right? That will be easy in, easy out. Right? And then what we are also doing is we're doing a plus v3 dot up, so something that goes this way, multiplied by a curve. And this time, our curve will actually describe the trajectory. So we are going to make a curve that looks more or less like this. So this thing is going to do, as it travels here, it's also going to travel across here as a sum. So it's going to do this.
Okay.
Yeah? In fact, we should probably multiply that by a certain number as well, which we don't really have, but let's create one. So here go private float. Oh, my bad. Let's serialize it. Copy, paste, undo once. Okay, float, and go pick up vertical, pick up vertical, emphasis, EMPHASIS, yeah, equals 2F, save, cut this, paste it here, so we separate horizontal from vertical, save. Copy this and paste it, space, times, save. Okay, so we're still multiplying it by this particular thing. All right, so that's one part of the puzzle and the movement is correct. Now what we need to do is we need to rotate it. So we're going to say...
Do another lerp?
Exactly. So copy all of this, paste it here. Now dot local rotation, must be local. Now, what type of lerp is this going to be? Equals?
Quaternion dot lerp?
That's right. Quaternion. There it is. Dot lerp. Open round. Hit enter twice. Close round. Semicolon. Shift tab. So we got an S rod. Copy this. Paste it. Comma. Enter. E rod. Copy. Paste. Comma. Enter. And curve pickup movement evaluate by some time. Paste. Save. There we go. So now we have both the rotation and the movement, and we've just done the picking up.
And do we...
Now there's various risks still involved with this, right? When we're picking up the bomb will probably blow up because it's got a non-collision enter, if aggressive, right? But now the bomb is not aggressive, okay? But then it should have some kind of other state that tells it, hey man, I'm not aggressive, I shouldn't blow up. So let's create a hiding inspector.
Okay.
I've already put a square bracket. Hiding inspector. There it is. Close square bracket. Public bool. Passive. The opposite of aggressive. Semicolon. Copy.
Why do people say passive
Passive aggressive. Well, it's an individual who is jumping between the two.
Oh.
But not quite, actually. It's somebody who is... So when somebody's aggressive, say for example when I yell at you because I'm mad, that's aggression, right? I'm aggressive, right? But if I'm not, if I don't want to be that way, but I still want to make you feel bad about something, then I become passive aggressive. So I can go like, oh, it's like that time when you did that. Right? I'm trying to make you feel bad about a certain thing. That's passive aggression.
Oh,
it's a silly modern term, really. Copy this. Okay, so passive will become true when you get picked up, right? So when you start pickup routine, in here you wait for seconds, paste equals true, semicolon. All right, so when we're passive, right, if aggressive, we explode on contact. So on collision enter, nothing will happen otherwise. And that's it. That's that. Save. Okay. Now, everything else here is essentially already done, but the player, well, for now we can only carry, we can't chuck, which is an issue. But here is button fire 1 to pick up, right? But now we need to chuck. So the opposite is this. We need to check for the carried object, and we need to check for the carried object in advance, I think. It gets a bit complicated, doesn't it?
It's a bit late as well.
Yeah, fine. Well, you're gonna have to wait. So if IE is not null, but that doesn't really matter to us. You can just throw the bomb irrespective of anything. So also wait a second. Here we have a thing that forces us not to move, if I remember correctly. Inside, not update, but here, if not picking up, right? So picking up was never turned to true. We need to do it right here. So you go picking up equals true. Equals true, semicolon. Yep. Start pickup. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's all good. And then right here, picking up is done. So picking up equals false. False. Save. Okay, so that should be done. So we should be able to move again. And if we press A, we're gonna do a certain thing later. Yeah, so none of this matters. We should do here. Copy this entire thing. Paste it. Exclamation mark. Close. Else. Open. Now, this one, cut. Paste it here, because we're going to need it anyway, most likely. And this, cut. And paste it here. Save. And here type debug.log and throwing, quote, throwing, close quote, semicolon. Yeah. Now, you'll see that there's a problem. This picking up is good here, but it doesn't cover the whole picking up, throwing, etc., etc. So I don't quite like this-ish, but then the player's not going to stop. In fact, I think that the player's not going to stop at all. So this is going to be a problem for us. So let's cut this.
Oh.
Or press some under random button.
That was Alt.
Cut. And paste it here. Close another squiggly here. And remove the final squiggly here. Save. Save. Shift tab.
Indenting.
Save. Okay. Now, if instead, oop, this is wrong. Now, if instead picking up is picking up, so else, put an else here. Else. Open squiggly, hit enter twice, close it, save. we're gonna copy these, paste here, and here just say vector3.0, 0. Copy this one and paste it here. Save. So we're gonna force no movement if we're picking up. As long as we're picking up, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
When you're not picking up, then stuff can happen. All right, so let's give this a bit of a shot. I don't know if it's
There's
going to
an
work.
error.
Oh, that's already a problem. Not all paths. Oh, fixed. It was compiling. Okay, so let's see what happens. I don't know, right? I don't know if it's going to work because first time we test. Okay, so some stuff is pretty good. We've picked it up, but I knew we forgot to assign things as usual. So our player here doesn't have stuff assigned to it. The curves are missing. So base pickup movement, we should make it so that it's slow in the beginning, fast in the middle, slow at the end, I think, for the movement. Almost like so, with pauses. But not the first pause. Let's just do this for now. And for the pickup vertical, we need a curve that goes up and then falls down. This looks pretty good, but I'd like it to be more extreme. So up and then boom, down. Okay, so more like this, maybe. There's a risk that it's too steep and also it's not falling abruptly. So let's try this. So it goes up right away, hop, boom, then it falls on your head.
Kind of like Mario.
Yes, it's always good to have these sort of cartoonish looking animations. Okay? Now, you notice something. The bomb was still aggressive towards us because it was looking at us. This means that its awareness module doesn't care that it's passive. This is a bit of a problem. Right? So hit Control MO. On trigger stay. If not owner aggressive and not owner passive. You need to type all of this. Dot passive. Save. So if we're passive, we're also not going to do this, right? We're not going to blow up because we're looking at the player. Now let's see now. This could work.
Okay, that did not work.
Yeah, we clearly had some very, very odd problems. So the bomb was supposed to be our child, and somehow it wasn't after a certain amount of time. And there's also a very, very, very big sort of interruption happening there, which is a little odd. I suspect that the bomb and the awareness module and all sorts of things are doing the stuff. Okay, that's for the player, so we don't care. Now let's see if the bomb has any updates or anything. Oh, right. When we're doing the passive, we need to stop the other coroutines. It's still trying to patrol. That's the issue. We forgot to stop the patrol. Just when you start aggression, stop patrol, stop aggression. Copy both of these. Paste them here. Actually, no, undo. Again. And paste them here. Save. Right? Because this coroutine needs to kind of replace the other one. In a way, I'm kind of thinking that it would be better to have just one coroutine that deals with all of this, one coroutine object. It would probably be cheaper, I would think. Like, I mean, easier to deal with in terms of code. So let's see.
It works.
So this works, but it hurt me, and also it kind of didn't really end up on top of my head, which is a bit odd. It's like the game allowed me to move, so I think we probably put the whole... Yeah, so and there's a very, very big, strange interruption that I don't understand. This looks like far too many calculations all happening at once. I'm not sure what's occurring, but it must be something serious. So I have a suspicion, but I'm not sure. This is get button down. Okay. Contextual interaction. Let's see. Let's debug.log here.
Okay.
Open round, IE. Close round, semicolon. So let's just fix this so it works, and then we will stop for the day. for the evening.
And the day.
Not sure. Okay.
Still on your back.
Only happened once.
So, is this good?
No, yeah, well, yeah, this is good, but safe. I still don't understand why it would be so slow. See, that makes no sense to me. It should be quite immediate. Because this is happening anyway, and it only slows down when I do this. Unless get closest entity is killing it, but... Interactive entities inside should be only one. This is very, very odd that it's taking quite as long as it is. I must say I don't understand. Something, I mean, I would need to debug this myself. This is adult work here. I don't know what it is that could be causing it. Well, one thing I've definitely noticed is that the two are not coordinated. So this and the other one are not coordinated, and that's a problem. So picking up, do we have a picking up? It's private. Change this one to hiding inspector. Yeah, close square bracket.
Every letter.
Obviously, that's what you do, and then public. Public. Yeah, save. And instead of doing what we're doing here, where we wait for seconds, blah, 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 what we're going to do is we're going to change this and just say while open round game manager dot script dot play dot picking up. Close round, open a squiggle, close, save, copy, paste, save. So we're gonna be waiting until the player is still picking up. When he stops picking up, then we do things. Now let's see if the player has any contradictions. Hit Control MO. Doesn't look like it. There's no other stuff running that makes it go crazy. Yeah, I really kind of don't see why that particular thing is happening, but let's test it now.
Yeah.
This is not going to change anything. I bet you there's still that weird sort of yeah, see, there was a stutter.
Yeah.
It's really annoying, that stutter. And the bomb then falls on our head not exactly right also. That stutter is the big deal here. It's what's causing all of this strange behavior. But I don't understand why. I really don't. Get button down, fire one. This seems very basic. Get closest entity is the only thing I can imagine is actually causing this much pain. Type debug.log. Open round. Copy, paste, close round, semicolon, save. That's the only thing I can imagine actually being demanding, but still it doesn't make sense that it would be this demanding. That's just.
If you're down there, I'm watching for them. One.
Yeah, there's only one entity. This shouldn't take time. Do we have the profiler? There you go. There's a massive spike. All right, so you've never seen this, but what this is a way to check what your code is doing. Here, look, 383 milliseconds. This is huge. So inside the player, update, behavior update, player pickup routine, coroutine move next. So Garbage collection allocation is being called 13,000 times. That is ridiculous. Right? So you're getting 300, 400 milliseconds, which is about half a second. That's why it feels that strange, that like such a powerful stop. So what's happening under pickup routine? Collide move next. Alright, so contextual interaction, if carried object is none, is called one time. But I don't see player update pickup routine.
There's also this one that's being called a lot. Oh, that's the same.
It's the same. GC alloc.
What is GC alloc?
Garbage collection. The concept of creating objects and being destroyed or something like that. But contextual interaction is right here, which is called. As soon as it's called, we go to start pickup, and carried object becomes not null. So if IE, so the carried object is null, we go here. This should be called all once. We've already checked that contextual interaction is called only once, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's called once, and then if not EB aggressive, carried object equals EB, start pickup, stop pickup, start coroutine pickup routine. I see nothing anomalous here, nothing weird, unless this dynamic is ridiculous, which is not impossible. It could be that. Let's remove this. Save. And simply see what happens. Because the coroutine move next is being called. Let me also take a look at the coroutine here real quick. So picking up carried object. Oh! No, that's fine. That's the carried object that's getting the pickup routine. That's fine. Passing time is 0. I don't see anything alien here. Passing time is 0. Passing time is going up. Waiting for passing time plus passing time. There's nothing alien or odd here that I see. Okay. Yeah, we got it again. So the huge spike is actually 2.
It's there now.
No, it's here. That's still the spike. There it is. It could be, because it's not the coroutine, so it could very well be this carried object at this point. So perhaps dynamic is really heavy, but that seems like a very, very stupid thing. Very stupid thing indeed. Dude, I have no idea. Okay, so let's say carried object equals 0. Save. I know this makes no sense whatsoever. That's okay. I just want to see if it's that. Because if it's that, then we need to can this idea and fix it next time. Okay. Nope, still does it. This leaves me with one possible option.
What?
Change this to not picking up.
Oopsies.
Yeah.
Oh, it's already there.
Yes. So now cut this. Paste it here. Save. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove carried object. Save. Now it's gonna have billion bugs. That's fine. So kill this. Kill this. Kill this. Kill this. And this. Undo. Just keep undoing. One more. Stop. Here say yield return null. Save. So I've stripped the references to that all out. And we're gonna go back to start pickup, save. Let's see.
Yep.
Okay. Now if we get that stutter again, I don't know what's going on, but we did, I think. Didn't we? Did you feel a stutter?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
There
and
it
the
is.
spike is there.
There it is. One more test.
Stutter.
No, not
The
necessarily.
player got frozen.
But that's normal. That's expected. I don't see the stutter. This is quite short. I mean, there's a couple spikes here, but they're not.
Like
No,
humongous.
they're none of them. Yeah, these are not the spikes. In fact, let's simply not do this. Save. No, see, it's fluent now.
Yep.
This is an issue. Save. So perhaps we can't do dynamic assignment. That may be a problem. Well, it's not really a big deal, but let's try to fix it as fast as possible here. So, I'm annoyed because I would have liked this. So we're gonna use an interactive entity, I suppose, at this point. What's this interactive entity? Where is it used? I don't know.
Can't you find it?
Yeah, but that's not what I'm interested in at the moment. So change this dynamic to copy interactive entity. Paste it. Save. And IE, contextual interactive. Alright. So here you say paste. No, don't paste. What did we call it? Carried object. Copy this. Paste it here. Go equals IE. Save. And now we're gonna uncomment this. Remove this, save. Now it doesn't know what the carried object is here. So you need to say get component. And this is stupid, okay? Open of type, yeah. And here say enemy bomb. Close of type, open round, close round, dot, start pickup routine.
Which is already there, so save.
Yeah, and save. So this is just a test to see if this one will also spike. Because it could, and if it does, well, it doesn't.
And it works now. It's even on the top of the head.
Not exactly. That needs a bit of
It looked smaller.
fixing.
See, the bomb looks smaller than the player.
Yeah, you're right. I still saw. Oh, because we have that. Wait, I suspect the evil one is not here. The evil one is in awareness module. I think. There, the dynamic owner. So get components is substantially cheaper than this, even though it's not very elegant in code. Okay, well, we're gonna worry about this next time because we ran out of time. In fact, we're well over. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you again in episode 13. Bye.
Bye.